Hi friends, today I am going to talk about one of the books I read in the last week which has left a deep and profound impact on me. I read a lot of biographies, autobiographies and humor-based books and history books. But this week I read a book named Vihangam written by none other than Gunnam Gangaraju. Cine goers will be knowing who is Gunnam Gangaraju. He is one of the very talented film directors. He produced 6 movies and 9 television serials and won around 30 awards, both national and state. He produced and directed one of the most popular comedy serials called Amrutham. I am sure every one of you must have watched at least one episode of Amrutham in the last 10 to 15 years. But let me tell you, Vihangam is no comedy at all. It is a serious book with a lot of path-breaking messages. Vihangam means it's a free soaring bird. And this is what exactly the author's philosophy, and he narrated that so well. When I am going through Vihangam book, I can see the glimpses of Howard Rourke, of Ayn Rand, and I can feel the same vibes when I read Ayn Rand's Fountainhead 20 or 25 years back. Gangaraju comes out as a pioneer of out-of-box thinking, and he goes on to the rooftop shouting at the fallacies of the government. As far as he is concerned, the less governance is good governance, and no government has got a right to decide what is right and wrong to the individual. The so-called welfare measures, the so-called government guidelines, the so-called government restrictions are subject to severe criticism with a subtle humor and satire. His ideas initially come as a shock, but once they sink in, enormous clarity engulfs you and you wonder why you did not think like that so far. That is the beauty of this book. A good book always stays back in your mind, and it is the seed for introspection and churning inside. This is one of the rare books. His mastery in English language and his choice of vocabulary is very refreshing, and let me tell you, in a way he is a poor man's Shashi Tharoor. Since Gangaraju is a filmmaker and screenwriter to start with, occasionally the screenwriter in him peeps into the book, however adds a breath of fresh air, and this sort of narration forces us to yearn for a movie or a OTT serial out of this book. It's my appeal to all the budding filmmakers to read this book and try to convert into a beautiful film. It is worth that. It has got all the ingredients to make a lovely film. Overall, Gangaraju comes up with an excellent book with a very well crafted language and with an unequivocal message. Do what you feel right, bury the system. After so many years, I have been fascinated by a book, and this book not only carries a nice language but also carries path-breaking content and a food for thought for many young individuals who will be shaping the destiny of any country. So my friends, go and buy the book which is available in Amazon. Read it with nice, light, soft instrumental music in the background, and keep all your isms and other baggage out of the room and read the book with a fresh mind. I am sure you will enjoy this book. After reading the book, post your thoughts in my blog. Take care. Gurava Reddy.